Hey everyone, it's Ming and welcome back to my channel. So today I want to show you guys a gelx set. I included the removal right here. These are apres tips that I'm removing from her hand, and she had those on for about 2 weeks and she wanted to do a longer set, so we're switching it up. So I'm just going to go ahead and drill off the additional extend gel and the base gel and just get it nice and flat. I'm not going to remove it completely. Basically, I just get it nice and flat, prep, with my sanding band, make sure all the cuticle is removed and everything's smooth from the nail, and then go ahead and add on your fresh coat of base coat, which is basically like a fill. But of course, we want to make sure that we remove the nail so that you can see if there's any lifting or anything from your base gel. Typically there won't be. Base gel is one of the best methods when it comes to adhesion, so more than likely with your gelx tips you won't be getting any lifting unless it's been a really long time. But for her, she didn't have much lifting at all, so I just took my sanding band, went ahead and cleaned up the new cuticle growing in, removed all the dead skin from the nail plate, and then prepped her so that way we can go ahead and get her next set applied. Once you've got everything cleaned up to your liking, just go ahead and dehydrate the nail with alcohol, and then you can add the primer of your choice. I always have stood by No Lift Nails primer, but any primer that you like, you can use to prep. And then I'm going to add a fresh coat of extend gel and flash cure that in my MelodySusie, with my MelodySusie 2-in-1 lamp, and then have her cure her hand in the big lamp for at least a minute to make sure that your base gel is fully cured. So now I'm going to go ahead and add my tips. I'm using 5XL coffin tips from Enail Couture, as well as their 5XL stiletto tips and their bubblegum gel for the adhesive. So I'm just measuring them, placing a little bit of the bubblegum gel into the nail, making sure I have enough to fully cover it, making sure the nail is straight, and then flash curing it in the lamp. Once I get all of them on the way I want, then I will let my client put her hand in the big lamp so that way we can make sure everything is fully cured before we move on to the next step of shaping and cutting to the length that you want. Now I have everything fully cured. I'm just going to take my sanding band to rough up the full surface of the nail, so when I do my polish I have a nice rough surface for it to stick to, and then also removing any of the extend gel that may have squeezed out onto the sides or that may be on the nail. Just cleaning it up just to make sure that it's neat, nothing is on the skin. And then also we're sealing the cuticle just to make sure it looks nice and natural. The gelx is really soft like poly gel, so we really don't need to use a harsh bit. The sanding band usually is sufficient enough to make sure that the cuticle gets sealed and that it gets off any additional product that you may have got on the nail. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and just clean up the shaping. The stiletto is like a little rounded, so I'm just thinning it out. And then also we cut the length to what she wanted, so I'm gonna go ahead and just finish up the tips, make sure everything's aligned. Just your standard shaping, make sure it looks nice and neat. So for this set, we decided to do a croc print and bunch of junk charm nails. I'm using the Peachy base by Kokoist, and their information is in the description box as well. This is a tinted base gel. So once this dries, you guys always want to make sure if it's a base gel that you remove the inhibition layer, or the tacky layer I should say, on the top once it comes out the lamp with alcohol before applying any other polishes. That ensures that your artwork comes out nice and neat. Here I'm using color 49 by NaildbyNya to do my French, and this is the long liner brush from Enail Couture. Make sure you always use alcohol when doing artwork to cleanse your brushes in between colors and to clean up your lines and everything with, not acetone, because acetone will dry out your art brushes really bad. It's not like your acrylic brush where it can handle a little bit of acetone. Your liner brushes are going to get really dry and ruined, so make sure you only use alcohol for your cleanup. It is going to do the same job as the acetone. So the croc nail and sweater nail, sugar nail, all of them are all the same technique. You want to make sure you put your top coat down before you start to do your top layer. That is going to be the textured part, because you're finished the nail, and this you don't need to top coat after. So make sure you put the top coat on before this step. I'm using NaildbyNya's Easy Work Liner color number 1, and I'm just going to draw my lines up there. I'm going to sprinkle on my acrylic first, then cure it in the lamp. Make sure you dust off all the excess acrylic and make sure your nail is clean from all of that dust. Now I am applying some non-white top coat, and then I'm going to sprinkle my glitter or my chrome flakes right on top of the top coat, and make sure we pat off the additional, and then let my client cure her hand in the lamp. Once it's dry, I'm just going to dust off all the excess, and then I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning up any sides of the glitter that is just sticking out or bumpy, because overall this is going to be a smooth look. So I just took my file and kind of cleaned up on the sides real quick, and now I'm going to use my Zulay bling adhesive to adhere my charms. And once everything is finished, I will just give it a few sprays of my Ming Secret Gel Resin Activator to make sure everything dries really quickly. And then I'm going to add one more layer of the top coat all the way around the sides of the glitter to seal it before I finish up. And that will be the final step of this set. Hope you enjoyed watching me create this set. If you have any questions, definitely leave them in the comments, or any suggestions or any videos you guys would like to see. I'll be more than happy to make one for you. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I'll see you guys in the next video.